I hope I can pronounce this name because it's in Utah. Saratoga Springs.
Saratoga Springs, Utah.
Saratoga Springs, Utah community. Make sure it was a celebration to remember. Now, she was born with a severe heart condition. She spent years waiting for a transplant, which she received earlier this year, right here from this state, Texas. So her recovery has been nothing short of miraculous and was given a boost by community fundraisers, which helps the family pay for medical bills and travel to different hospitals. Upon her return, neighbors lined the streets with pink and purple decorations. How cool is that? And cheered as she partied through, waving and tossing candy. That not cool or what?
I think she paraded through. I don't think she was partying. But
party paraded.
She's 5.
5 years old and she's partying.
She paraded through,
drinks for everyone,
waving and tossing candy. So, yeah.
Jeff Mudflap in the Gang. Making mornings great again.
Haunting I don't mind right there. So first keyword of the morning comes up at 8. So check that out, and then you'll enter it at KLLL.com, and you will be in the running for today's $2,000. So we'll have keywords all day around the top of the hour until 5 o'clock, and the more words that you're able to put in at KLLL.com, the more entries basically you have in the daily drawing. So that's how it works. Ghost your bills. A total of $20,000 coming up over the next couple of weeks. $2,000 a day. So somebody's going to win it.
Somebody.
Why not you? So if you missed all that, more details coming up. But first off, weather. Is this the week fall kicks in or not?
Very possible for tomorrow. I mean, definitely allergies is kicking in for me.
Yeah, I would say you sound like you got a problem over there. You okay?
I'm trying, man.
Okay.
Woo.
Yeah, you played golf this weekend.
I did.
I want to hear
about
about that, but
yeah.
Weather, let's stay focused.
Okay, stay focused on the weather. Anyway, 87 for a high today. Some sunshine, clouds mixed today. We do have some showers a little further north of Lubbock County, but it's not really anything going to affect us too hard.
No
so,
big thing? Okay.
Nah. But right now, it's 66, but game time, looking good. It's going to be 89 for game time.
Okay, yeah, that's a little warm, but yeah.
Depends
on what your definition of good is. It's a little warm for football weather, but especially for a night game. But hey, you know what?
Yeah,
that's fine. I'm not going to turn over a new leaf. I don't worry about the weather anymore. I've moved on with that.
Yeah.
So great weather.
Me
Thank
too.
you. All right. So what did you? So you played golf. You were in a tournament this weekend. Was it Levelland? Is that right?
It was Levelland.
You
it
played
was
with your father-in-law.
For SBC. I played with my father-in-law. Anyway, I want to just say there's so many people that I met. So many people are out there. I mean, Carl with, who likes
Friend
Texas.
His Anthony buddy.
Yeah, his buddy Anthony was out there, so that was really cool. James Zapata. I mean, everybody. Like I said, I met a lot of people.
Right.
So anyway, but let me get to the story. This is what's really cool. So Saturday and Sunday they have what's in golf, if you're not familiar with it, they have closest to the hole where you hit the ball. And if you get closest to the hole, you win a little prize. So on Saturday, I got closest to the hole. I actually got it within 8 inches. I mean, I almost hit another hole in one. It was awesome. So I was like really awesome. So the next day, we're playing with Caden and Kevin, I think I pronounced his last name right, Bracy, and they, the son was Caden, and so he was talking. He was like, "Yeah, I saw that. I hit a really good shot," and he said, "Then I saw your name on that list." He was like, dang it all. So, but he was like, "Man, you got a good shot there on Saturday." I said, "Thank you." Yeah, I said, "Yeah, it was close to a hole in one." I said, "It wasn't, obviously, but I said, it was close enough." I said, "I'll take it." And he said, "That's cool." He said, "Yeah, I've witnessed about 10 hole in one, but I've never had one." I said, "Oh, you'll get one." I said, it's it's bound to happen. You're a good golfer. I mean, so anyway, just hang in there. And, anyway, so we just kind of talked about that. 2 holes later, Caden walks up to the green to hit. And lo and behold, if that kid doesn't hit it for a hole in one.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Yes way. Hits it and a hole in one, knocks it in. I go crazy. I mean, I'm like, wow.
Did he go crazy?
You know what? He was really subdued. You know,
Really?
I mean, I could tell he was really excited. I mean, it was just one of those almost in shock.
How old is this? Is he a young guy?
He's in his 20s.
Okay, all right.
I mean, so, but yeah, I could tell he was, in shock, kind of that he had hit it. He had witnessed so many.
And after just talking about that,
Just talking about it. I mean, like 1 or 2 holes before, and and he was a good golfer. So I was like, dude, you're going to hit it. But anyway, so I went crazy for him, So, and his dad went a little crazy too.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was really neat. But it gets even better.
it's better than that.
Well, I don't know if it's better, but it was cool.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
it's part of the story.
Okay.
2 holes later, his dad, from about 150 out on a par 4, knocks it in for an eagle.
Golly.
I was like, what? I mean, they were looking for the ball, and they walked up there, and they said, he starts laughing. He's like, it's in the hole.
Wow.
So he got a hole in one. 2 holes later, his dad, Kevin, gets an eagle. I was like, are you kidding? Is that just not a wild story?
That's 2 amazing things to happen, because those are things that are the odds of any one of those things happening.
I mean, to
even
hit
holding it out from 150, that just doesn't happen every day.
No,
right?
I mean that's just not very. You don't
see that a lot.
You don't
right.
see a lot, and and not to mention the hole in one that I witnessed. I mean, it was a interesting pin placement, so. But any hole in one, but I was like, man, that's. But he was so excited from there, it was like, wow. I mean, we're not beating these guys. I mean, it's 4 strokes right there, we're behind. But man, but that was that. I thought that was pretty incredible.
That was
that they did that.
So I guess in a way you were good luck. You just brought good luck to the wrong team.
That's exactly what I told him. I said, man, you're going to have us now every time you play because you're going to get these shots.
The guy was probably like, the hole in one was great, but it wasn't that great. Well, that's cool. So did y'all place anything? I mean, we didn't get a trophy or anything.
We got our behinds kicked.
Really? Okay.
Oh,
well.
I mean, I'm not. Yeah. Our flight, we did.
Your father-in-law just didn't bring his A game?
Oh, it was all me.
I just like to try to get you in trouble. No. You know how it goes.
No,
you just didn't. You weren't at your best, probably.
Oh my gosh,
it happens.
We did. We played fine on Saturday.
Yeah,
but Sunday. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So,
well, it happens. That's golf.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
But the important thing is, did you have fun?
Saturday was a lot of fun. Sunday was a little more frustrating for me.
There's things that you can do that even if you don't do it well, you can still go, but I had fun. We had a good time. Golf to me is just one of those games that if you're not playing well, I don't know that there's any leisure activity that is more frustrating and maddening than golf. And when you're not good, it's not fun.
The only thing fun was watching Caden get that hole in one and watching his dad hit that eagle.
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
Yeah, that's
I mean, that was really cool. I just thought that was and the fact that he and I were just talking about it, I was like, dude, you'll get one, and
like you're a prophet, man.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
But I got to experience it with him, and that was awesome.
Well, that's a great story. I'm glad you shared that. That is really cool and good for him. And hopefully he'll send off and he'll get that thing you got, and he'll be able to display it in the house and not just in the garage. So is he married? Do you know?
You know what? That's a good question. Caden, if you're listening, are you married?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm just wondering because if he sends off for his hole-in-one award and everything, wasn't it Titleist that you got that from?
Oh yeah.
You get to do
I told him
so.
because I said, keep that ball, and I said I got mine in my man cave. I said just get all that. But yeah, he got his picture taken. He'll probably be in the level end SBC, paper and everything.
That's cool.
And I told him, I said, well, I'll talk about it tomorrow morning. I said, I think this is really cool.
All right. Well, that's awesome. So congrats on that. It's 6:37. Jeff Mudflap and the gang. So hail damage, still a lot of it on vehicles around town. I told you the other day I was working out and I looked out there. I saw a BMW in the parking lot. I'm thinking, wow, BMW, nice. But it was, oh man, it got pelted by hail probably back in June, and And it just reminded me of how many vehicles still haven't had hail damage repair yet. Hub City Body Shop, they're still here to do that. It's a local body shop, and they've been here a long time. They're not going anywhere. It's local people and not some, a tent somewhere, So they repaired the hail damage on my truck a few years ago. Luckily, I didn't have any hail damage this last round we had back in the summer. But if you still haven't got around to doing that, take your vehicle into Hub City Body Shop. Don't let your insurance bully you into paying more for less. Take it to where you want, and that should be Hub City Body Shop. Maybe not one of these big, giant, corporate giant body shops that work for big insurance companies. So stand your ground, keep it local. Hub City Body Shop, Spur 327, about a block west of Frankfort. Take your vehicle in there, any kind of body repair that you need, or particularly that hail damage now, which you still see a lot of. Remember, make it pretty and call Hub City.
Get ready for the scariest season of the year with 96.3 KLLL. We're giving you a chance to make your bills vanish like a ghost. Ghost your bills and send a chill down the spine of your debt. To win, listen for the keywords weekdays from 8 to 5. Then enter the words at KLLL.com for your chance to win a monstrous $2,000 daily. That's right. We're giving away a total of $20,000 to help you scare away those frightening bills for good. Get ready to ghost your bills.
Do you believe in ghosts?
With 96.3 KLLL.
Turn it up.
Wake the fun up with Jeff Mudflap and the
Sport today or something, then good for you. National Coaches Day.
Mm-hmm.
Sports kind of stuff. It's the Chiefs are playing the Jaguars tonight on Monday Night Football.
I know, the Kansas City Red Raiders. Come on.
Yeah, there you go. So Mahomes and
the
gang. And yeah.
I'm always amazed at one game, people, now the Kansas City are back on it, or one game bad. Oh, they're looking horrible, and
well, they did start off 0-2, so
they did.
I mean, you understand some of that, but yeah. So tonight the Chiefs are playing. You wonder if Taylor Swift will make an appearance. She's been everywhere all weekend. Her new album came out.
Yeah,
The Life of a Showgirl sells 2.7 million on day number 1 on Friday.
Man.
Yeah, I was in Target over the weekend, and I see that there's a whole bunch of different album covers, too. So it's like, what a great way to make all the Swifties have to spend even more money when you have all the different versions of the album cover. You can't just have one. You got to have the full set. So it forces people into buying more Taylor Swift albums that are the same thing. They just have a different cover.
Yeah.
Brilliant marketing. So, but no, she's breaking records. Yeah, 2.7 million copies in traditional album sales. That's physical and digital purchases. It's the fastest album in history to reach that milestone. Golly, Taylor Swift, huh? It's Taylor's biggest week ever, the second largest sales week for any album in the modern era since tracking data began in 1991. The only larger sales week is Adele's 25, which sold 3.37 million copies in its first week in 2015. So, wow. Life of a Showgirl, Taylor Swift. Also broke the record for biggest vinyl sales week for any album in Nielsen history with 1.2 million sold on release day. It shatters the record set by the Tortured Poets Department, which was was that her last album? I think it was, with 859,000 in 1 week. So anybody thinking that her career is slowing down, it doesn't appear. Getting engaged to Travis Kelce's been good for business.
High school football is here.
And the best way to keep up with your favorite teams on the South Plains is 806varsity.com.
Presented by Leakey's Plumbing, Heating, and AC.
Get team schedules,
In-game scores,
plus upload game photos,
game highlights,
band performances, and more.
Keep up with the boys of ball with 806varsity.com.
From 96.3 KLLL. From the Dollar Western Wear Studio, this is Lubbock's country leader and home of Jeff, Mudflap, and the gang.
Good morning, Jeff, Mudflap the Gang, 7 o'clock, Monday, October 6th. And today, Ghost Your Bills is here. Your chance to win $2,000. We're about an hour away from your first keyword of the day. We'll have them around the top of the hour all day long until 5. Enter as many as you can at KLLL.com, giving you the most chances to pick up $2,000. That's every day this week and next week. Total of $20,000 to help ghost your bills. So let's scare your bills.
Yes.
Let's scare the debt. I like it. All right, Sonic text line this morning, 806-900-9630. And let's see who all is here this morning. We got Ken Bob, Troy the Painter, Sylvia, Ms. Lisa, Pop C, Larry, David, James, Desi, Tammy, Jose the Trucker, Mike M., Jonathan, Gary, Ricky, Travis, Eva, Patrick, Holly, Banker Bob, Carl, Katie did checking in, Jimmy, Mama Q, by the way, who's talking about the moon this morning. Did you see the moon? I didn't. I think it's a full moon, but I didn't see it this morning.
I think it saw me, but I didn't see it.
Okay. God bless the moon, and God bless me. Yeah. Yeah. I saw it last night. I didn't see it this morning, but apparently it was beautiful this morning. Cecil is here saying, Raider! Power! There you go. Randy checking in. Let's see. There's Travis and Dawn also this morning on the Sonic text line. All right, so let's see. What do we got today? Yeah, an hour from now, keyword for Ghost Your Bills. Hello, Denver City Charlie. Speaking of Denver City Charlie, your golf
Denver
buddy.
Denver City Charlie.
I know we've got a good golf story coming up
in
just a minute.
Yeah, I got a great golf story.
But I guess, let's see, big news of the weekend. Texas Tech won, beat Houston. It was 35-11, so a nice road win there. You stay undefeated, 5-0, move up to number 9 in the AP poll. That's crazy.
Man,
Tech in the top 10
I
now.
was so excited, and Tech. I was like, and the Longhorns out of the top 25.
Yeah, man, it's crazy what's happening with Texas.
They did not look good at all.
It's crazy because I think they've got a really good defense, but man, they just can't get that offense rolling. And Arch Manning, I feel sorry for Arch Manning.
I
kept saying before the season ever started, everybody was just, he's going to win the Heisman. He's this, he's that, and all that. And I told somebody one time, I said, if that guy's last name was Johnson or something, nobody'd be talking about him that way. It's because he's Manning, and everybody, the hype was unbelievable, and I think it's affected him. I really do, and I kind of feel sorry for him because of all the weight that was placed on him with all of that expectation. Can you imagine going out there like that and having to? I don't know, man. That's rough. So he hadn't, he's been okay, but I just don't think he's been what everybody had. All the praise they'd heaped on him, but you got to give a guy a chance, young guy.
Right.
He'd probably be all right eventually, but yeah, they've definitely struggled. So yeah, out of the top 25. So and then they've got a big game coming up this weekend with OU. The Red River rivalry. So
growing up in Oklahoma, that's
it's like a national holiday in Oklahoma.
It really was. I mean, everybody watched that game. That was always a.
I'll be watching it this weekend though. I mean, that's
and what's funny is I don't remember where I was, but I actually kind of watched the. I was at my in-laws. I watched that Texas game a little bit. So I mean, but they just did not look good.
Yeah, they didn't. So sorry, Carl.
Carl.
Carl was playing golf though.
He
right?
was. Yeah, Carl and his buddy Anthony. So they grew up together down in Houston, I believe.
Okay.
And man, they know how to have.
Did they play well, or do they just have more fun?
They know how to have a good time.
That's the best way to play golf, Carl. It's not about how you play golf. It's how much fun did you have on the course, right?
We had a good time bantering with each other, with him being the Texas fan and me being the Tech fan. So
yeah. Too bad we don't play each other anymore.
Yeah,
those were the good old days.
Yep.
All right, so golf. So him and Anthony played in that tournament that you and your father-in-law played in.
It was for South Plains College.
Okay, how did you do? Did you bring the old A game? Was Phelps bring his A game? Did you guys win it? What happened?
We did really. I mean, it was a 2-day tournament, and we played like poo-poo. I mean,
no.
it was really bad. I mean, the last day we just didn't bring it. We played all right Saturday. I mean, Saturday we were in contention, but Sunday, oh my gosh,
we were in detention.
We were like the bottom of the list. It was horrible. We did not.
Did you get the little toilet trophy?
You know what? If they had one, yes, that would have been us. We just didn't. I didn't really have. I had just a fair game, and we both didn't play well. It was just one of those. Okay, well, I mean, we knew it was.
But did you have fun?
Not
really.
Saturday was a good time. Sunday was a little frustrating for me, as far as playing golf. But I did have something happen. I don't know if you want to share that story, but I did have something happen that it was really, really cool.
Drayton, by the way, said you got the Crying Towel Award.
You know what? We did.
All right, so it wasn't all bad, though. There was something good that happened.
Yeah, it really was.
Let's hear it.
Okay, well, both days they have, on Saturday they have what's called a Closest to the Pin Award. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I actually did pretty good on that on Saturday.
Is that on par 3?
That's on a par 3,
okay.
during the day. So I hit it within 8 inches of getting a hole in one. I mean, I thought I had it. I really thought it was going in. I thought, man. So but I fell short just a little bit. So the next day, playing with Kevin and Caden Bracey, and so Caden. So it's the father-son deal. Kevin's the father. Caden, he comes up to me and he goes, "Yeah, man, I hit a pretty good shot yesterday, but he said it wasn't your shot." He said yours was 8 inches. He said I wasn't going to beat that, and I was like, "Well, thank you, I appreciate that." He said I've never had a hole in one. I said, "Well, I wasn't bragging, but I said, well, I've had 4. So I said, but you know what?
Did you say it like that? Did you go,
no?
Yeah, I'm not bragging, but
we were just talking.
I had 4, but who's counting? Who's really counting? Does it matter?
It probably sounded like a brag, but I really wasn't. I was just saying, I've had a few. So I said
4,
but
to be exact, in case you're wondering.
I said, but you know what? I said, Gaten, you're an extremely good golfer. I said, you're going to get one. I said, he said, well, I've witnessed 10 of them. I said, but I've never had one. His whole family is a great golfing family. Yeah. So anyway, but he's never done it. So anyway.
This like the beginning of the round or right?
This is fairly at the beginning. Yeah. So it wasn't 2 holes later. He steps up, hits a beautiful shot, and lo and behold, if I don't watch that ball go in the hole.
So he got a hole in one.
He got a hole.
Couple holes after you said all that.
Oh, a hole in one. That kid was in shock, but I wasn't.
Because you've had 4, so whatever.
No, I was super excited for him. If you played golf with me, this is just me. I ran over to him, bear hugged him, picked him up.
Yeah.
I would have tackled him, but he was a big kid too. So I just bear hugged him, picked him up. I was so excited for him. Man, I thought it was awesome. And anyway, his dad was excited too. I mean, and he's just in shock. He's just looking at like, oh my gosh. I mean, he couldn't believe the ball went in. I was like, dude, we're just talking about this, and so his dad, he didn't even run down there. That's how in shock he was. Yeah. His dad runs, takes down there and just, sure enough, it's in the hole. And, the whole, everybody's honking their carts, and everybody's yelling now, so because they realize it's a hole in one. And so, but the story gets even better.
Better than a hole in one.
I think well, let me just continue.
Okay.
So we keep playing. So he's already just like, who cares about the game? I mean, I got a hole in one, but no. So he continues to play pretty well. Right. Well, it wasn't 2 holes later. His dad, on a par 4, knocks it in for an eagle on about 150 yards out.
Oh, wow. And his approach shot,
knocks it in. They're looking all for the ball, and Caden starts laughing. He's like, it's here in the hole. And his dad goes crazy, too. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I mean, not to mention, we're just getting clobbered, These guys are just playing out of their mind great.
Right.
And it's awesome. I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
And, but anyway, yeah. So he gets a hole in one, his son, and then his dad gets that eagle out.
Man.
It was a really cool moment. I really enjoyed watching that.
Well, I can tell you. I mean, that's fun on a golf course when you see things like that. Yeah.
We didn't play great, but you know what? Who cares? I was like, I got to witness his first hole in one. And that was fun. And then his dad hitting that eagle, and I was like, wow, that's just great. So
that's fun. That's a great
Isn't
story
that cool?
right there. Well, congrats, guys. That's really cool.
Yep.
All right, 7:10, and coming up here, we'll get to a dad joke, and then got the birthday list on the way this morning. Gang check-in on the Sonic text line at 806-900-9630. If you're up and listening this morning, we'd like to hear from you. So do that, and then keep in mind, we're 50 minutes away now from the first keyword for Ghost Your Bills, your chance to win $2,000.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare and the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. No Jose does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Jeff, Mudflap and the gang.
96.3 KLLL. Red, white, and blue through and through.
Come on.
KLLL. You ready?
Like, I don't know how many different versions of album covers there are, but what is it about these pop stars? It always works out like this. They start off, they're young and they're talented. They get a young fan base. All these young girls look up to them, and they're kind of role models. And then they get to a point where they decide, I have to start looking like, I don't know what else to say but a hooker,
Yeah.
And they all do it.
Yeah.
And you've seen, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Miley Cyrus, now Taylor Swift. I just don't understand why they all take that same path. It's like they somehow have to. I'm a woman now, But it's like all women aren't like that. So why do you have to be that way?
Well,
scantily clad on the album covers. The lyrics, I guess, on this new one are. It's explicit
they're
lyrics.
Yeah.
There's. It's like what are we doing here? I don't know. You just see it so much, and I just find it sad.
Yeah.
That they just all take that exact same path where they have to prove how nasty they can be or something. And I'm like, man, were you not successful enough just doing what you were doing? Why do you have to be that way?
Yeah, I don't know.
But apparently it's I guess
Thing to do.
super popular.
Yep.
Not at my house, but no. The Life of a Showgirl sells 2.7 million on the first day.
Goodness.
Swifties love that stuff, but. They say on the first day of release, Friday, it sold 2.7 million copies. It's the fastest album in history to reach that milestone, and it's Taylor Swift's biggest week ever. So, she's had some big weeks with record sales and stuff, but Yeah, Life of a Showgirl also broke the record for biggest vinyl sales week for any album in Nielsen history with 1.2 million sold on release day. That could have something to do with the fact that there's all those different versions of the album cover, too, though. Swifties will, I mean, she can put out 50 different versions, and they will buy all 50 of them.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So, brilliant marketing, I guess, on Taylor Swift's part, but